Remember when a Rolex was the ultimate symbol of success for the middle class? Those days are gone. Luxury watches have skyrocketed in price, leaving many aspiring collectors in the dust. Today, I'm revealing 15 prestigious watch brands that have priced out the middle class entirely. The numbers will shock you. Just 20 years ago, many professionals could save up for a luxury timepiece. Now, even with six-figure salaries, these iconic brands remain firmly out of reach. The luxury watch market has transformed from attainable aspiration to exclusive playground for the ultra-wealthy. Let's start with Rolex, once the quintessential success symbol. In 2000, a Rolex Submariner cost around $3,500. Today, that same model commands $10,000 at retail, if you can even find one. The secondary market prices are even more absurd, often reaching $15,000 to $20,000. What was once achievable with dedicated saving has become an investment comparable to a car. Patek Philippe represents an even more dramatic shift. Their entry-level Calatrava that sold for $12,000 in the early 2000s now starts at $30,000. Their iconic Nautilus, originally designed as a steel sports watch for the upper middle class, it now retails for over $35,000 with wait lists stretching years. Secondary market prices approach $100,000. The grandfather of watchmaking has effectively abandoned the middle class entirely. Audemars Piguet's Royal Oak, designed by the legendary Jaeger-LeCoultre, has seen similar appreciation. What once cost $14,000 in steel now retails for over $25,000, again if you're lucky enough to be offered one. The average middle-class buyer isn't even considered for these pieces anymore, regardless of their willingness to save. Vacheron Constantin, one of the oldest continuous watch manufacturers, has positioned itself squarely in the ultra-luxury segment. Their entry-level patrimony, once around $15,000, now starts at $30,000. Their more complex pieces easily exceed $100,000. A. Lange & Söhne, the German masterpiece of watchmaking, was always expensive but somewhat attainable for successful professionals. Their iconic Lange 1 has more than doubled in price over 2 decades, now starting at $35,000 for the most basic models. Even brands once considered the affordable luxury tier have ascended beyond reach. IWC Schaffhausen's Portuguese chronograph that sold for $5,000 20 years ago now commands nearly $10,000. Their more complex pieces have seen even steeper increases. Jaeger-LeCoultre, long considered the watchmaker's watchmaker, has repositioned upmarket. Their iconic Reverso has jumped from $4,000 to over $10,000 for comparable models. Their Master Control series has seen similar increases. Blancpain's 50 Fathoms, a pioneering dive watch, now starts at $14,000, more than triple its price from the early 2000s. What was once a premium but achievable timepiece is now firmly in luxury territory. Even Omega, long considered a gateway to luxury watches, has seen dramatic price increases. Their Seamaster Professional, made famous by James Bond, has jumped from $2,000 to over $5,500. Their Speedmaster Moonwatch has more than doubled in price. Breguet, with its storied history dating back to 1775, has always been expensive but has pushed even further upmarket. Their entry-level watches now start at $20,000, with their signature tourbillons commanding 6 figures. Zenith, creator of the legendary El Primero movement, has positioned itself firmly in the luxury segment. Their Chronomaster models now start at $10,000, far from the $4,000 they commanded 2 decades ago. Hublot, though relatively new in watchmaking history, has quickly ascended to ultra-luxury pricing. Their Big Bang models routinely exceed $20,000, with limited editions commanding much more. Panerai, once the choice of discerning professionals with models under $5,000, now prices most of their offerings above $10,000. Their heritage models command even higher premiums. FP Journe, perhaps the most dramatic example, was founded to create haute horology for enthusiasts. Early pieces could be had for under $20,000. Today, their simplest models exceed $50,000, with complicated pieces regularly fetching six figures at auction. Richard Mille, founded in 2001, never pretended to be accessible, but their meteoric rise to becoming the ultimate risk status symbol has shocked even industry veterans. Their entry-level pieces start at $80,000, with most models exceeding $200,000. What's driving this extreme price inflation? Several factors converge. Limited production, increasing exclusivity, the transformation of watches from accessories to investment assets, growing global wealth concentration, and strategic brand positioning targeting ultra-high net worth individuals. The middle class has been effectively priced out through deliberate strategy. Many brands have calculated that selling fewer pieces at higher margins to wealthier clients is more profitable than volume sales to the middle class. This transformation reflects broader economic trends, growing wealth inequality, the shrinking of traditional middle-class purchasing power, and the expanding gulf between luxury and mainstream consumption. For perspective, consider this. Back in 1980, an average middle-class professional could expect to spend roughly 3 months' salary to purchase a Rolex Submariner. A luxury, yes, but one that was still within reach for those with steady income and careful budgeting. Fast forward to today, and that same watch would cost nearly a full year's salary, and that's if you're lucky enough to even find one at retail. Due to skyrocketing demand, brand exclusivity, and limited production, most Rolex Submariners are only available through secondary markets, where prices can soar to double or even triple the retail price. In essence, what was once an attainable symbol of success has now become an exclusive asset class, often out of reach for the very demographic that once helped build its cultural legacy. The watch industry has become a striking microcosm of today's broader economic reality, where items that were once within reach through diligence, hard work, and saving have evolved into exclusive symbols of wealth accessible only to the elite. Timepieces that once represented personal milestones, like landing a first big promotion or celebrating a life achievement, are now priced and distributed in ways that turn them into investment assets for the privileged few. The emotional connection has been replaced by market speculation. For many, the dream of owning a classic luxury watch is no longer about craftsmanship or heritage, but navigating wait lists, resale markups, and artificial scarcity. It's a shift that says as much about luxury as it does about inequality. So what options remain for middle-class watch enthusiasts in today's inflated market? Fortunately, not all hope is lost. Independent watchmakers like Nomos Glashütte, Christopher Ward, and Oris continue to offer exceptional mechanical craftsmanship, thoughtful design, and in-house movements, all at relatively accessible price points compared to the big Swiss giants. These brands prioritize value, heritage, and transparency over hype, making them ideal for enthusiasts who care more about horology than logos. Additionally, the vintage market still presents a viable path to ownership for those willing to hunt, research, and sometimes restore. While prices have risen there too, smart collectors can still find undervalued gems with real historical character and mechanical integrity, offering a more meaningful connection to watchmaking's golden age than most modern mass-produced pieces. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the changing luxury watch landscape, hit that like button and subscribe for more analysis of luxury markets and economic trends. Leave a comment sharing which watch brand's price increase surprised you most, or which accessible luxury watches you think offer the best value today. Share this video with fellow watch enthusiasts, whether they're lucky enough to own these timepieces or, like most of us, admiring them from an ever-increasing distance.